Americans should become more active in politics. Our government is filled with deception and dirty little secrets, with the objective to support the rich and not the working class and the minorities. How can this make America great? The government has control on how we run our country, but so does the Americans. Because we are not uniting and standing up for our fair rights, the government and the elites are benefiting from their rules, and they are waging a bigger gap between you and I. We all contribute to the country, so if injustice and inequality continues, there will be a hardship for our future generations. We need to come together and fight for our future. Our government is corrupt, and the people who carry this country need to use their political voice for equality and justice for all, not just for the rich and powerful. Today I'm going to be speaking about inequality and injustice that still exists today. Also, how the government law rules in favor of the rich and powerful and mistreats the minorities. This problem causes an unending cycle that is unfair in our supposedly fair country. I'm going to tell you a couple of solutions that we the people can do to start a national movement. If you don't know, America is divided into income brackets, the most powerful being the elites who controls the government and higher places. Because of this, the government rules to keep them in position while the rest of America struggles in some way or another. Because Americans live day by day being programmed as early as childhood, and a lot of us never wake up to try and fix our harsh reality. This causes the government to have more control than needed, and they use it for their personal benefit, not for America as a whole. According to the website United Citizens, the elites and the people in their circle, they run the government, power centers, foreign policy, budgeting, banking, debt and economy, and military. This constantly feeds their money-powered machines paid mostly by taxpayers, you and I. This goes to show you that we are pawns to keep this country running without getting the full reward as working citizens. There are many areas of inequality in America, but one of the most important is in the education system. This restricts our youth for future opportunities. There's also injustice in the courtroom. The verdicts are not based on evidence, but on a person's financial status and their level of power. According to Dr. Les Sachs, the system is extremely racist, and even though whites get arrested less than minorities, no one is safe. Even the innocent can be railroaded to death in America. The fairness in the courtroom is expected by multimillionaires and by big corporations. No one else matters to American judges and lawyers. Sadly, this happens to the majority of Americans in the courtroom, and it will continue if we don't stand up for fair verdicts. These problems cause a ripple effect in our children, communities, and our economy. The economic system makes it almost impossible for minorities to work hard and become either financially successful or financially healthy. Even the middle class is living from paycheck to paycheck with no future cushion financially. Maya Westby researched and found that naturally, a child that is born into a high income have easy access to luxurious resources. And even though they may be without fiscal responsibility, they are more likely to stay wealthy, just as poor kids who work hard are more likely to stay poor. The American dream says if you work hard and have dedication, you will become successful. But in reality, you have to have connections in higher places. Some minorities make it, but they are not truly accepted, only used to accomplish goals. The school system, the sanitary environment, budgets, and the elective classes are based on the area of the school. Urban areas get the short end of the stick, while those in the suburban areas get the better end. In the article, Discrimination in the School System, it is written that discrimination is on the basis of race, gender, disability, and it is all prohibited in education. However, it can and does occur in admission, discipline, financial aid, assignments, and other areas, according to Thomas Lewis. So parents need to speak up and stand up for equality in the school system, and we should not settle for the crumbs of prosperity. Now, we can push buttons legally by educating ourselves and voting for the best candidates. Then our government is to take action for the people, according to Luna. We can show our government that we are for the greater good. Maya Westby said that the change in the government starts in education starts in the childhood, by giving an equal platform for our children, and also maybe even getting housing vouchers for minority families to move to better schooling areas. If this does not happen, then this is another generation blocked from success. If we can accomplish these goals, we can make corporate America more diverse, and have more equality in the United States. Our government is set now to help the rich, but with our hard work and dedication, we can change that. We can change the problem of inequality, injustice, and also for the people to be able to stand up for what they feel is fair, and to create a higher chance for us all to become equal. Thank you.